setup here. Just trying to get everything all straightened out. Just want to get the whole board. I think that's as good as it's going to get right there. I don't think there's anything I can do about that glare, though. Yeah. Unfortunately, my lighting is not particularly great. Let's see what I can do about that. But unfortunately, that's probably how it's going to have to be. That one does that. That light. Well, let's see. Nope. Unfortunately, it's just how it's going to have to be. Okay. Just going through finishings. Just going through setup. One thing I don't like about this game is how the engine tiles are arranged. There's only a 50% chance, but if you are kind of paying attention at all on anything probably guess what's working and what's not. I don't, because I try very hard not to. I just kind of keep going back and forth until I lose track of what's what. But more astute players who like to count cards will typically keep track of their shuffling. It detracts from the spirit of the game, but that's all right. I have not yet chosen a character. As you can tell, I'm just still going through setup, as I've stated before. Just want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row here. We have our dead comrade right there. Now, I played this last night with some friends. We had a full player count, actually, 5 players. And it was pretty dang fun. Alright, now we're getting to cards. Don't know how long I'm going to be playing this. It's about midnight right now. Might not. Oh, it's might not even. I might not even be playing the whole time. And if anybody's there, can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you hear me? I am talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I am talking. I am going through stuff. I am setting up, but so we have our mechanical items. Let's see. That was done. Shows I have a viewer. Thank you, viewer, for dropping in, coming in and showing some support. Appreciate you. Go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. We are playing Nemesis. We are using side B of the board, where the evacuation pods are, or the evacuation pod rooms are fixed. I'm sorry about the glare over here. Unfortunately, my lighting setup is not ideal. It's not set up for this particular thing. I do not have a professional streaming live light set up. I am going to try and finish this tonight. Solo games of this game do tend to go pretty quickly. It is pretty difficult to finish this game by yourself. I don't think I have too much setup left to go through. I just have to choose my character, I think, and my option or my objective. I have the intruder weaknesses off this. I have the whole intruder board off camera here. All the items are over here. Most of the other decks are going to be off camera, or you won't be able to see them very well. I'm going to narrate everything as best I can, or as much as I remember it. This will not, I will do my best to narrate how the game is played, but this is not a learn to play. So if you're looking for that, there is a fantastic video by the channel RTFM. I highly recommend their content to learn how to play this game. I am going to be playing the pilot. That's actually kind of funny. That's the class I was playing last night with my friends, which I won. I set the ship to go to Mars. And I told them I set it to go to Earth. If you are at all familiar with Nemesis, one of the easiest ways to win this game is to survive the horrors of the ship and go to Earth. Okay, I don't need the rest of these. I need to get my character cards here, which are these. I don't think I'll need the rest of these. No, I do not. Those can go back in the box. I will not need these particular objective cards. I'm going to be using the blood test promo cards from Board Game Geek. I bought those. So that is going to be an option for me. The blood test card it's a different way to deal with contamination cards. As an action, when you're in a green room, you can discard a card and get one of these blood test cards right here. And what it'll do is it costs 0 cards to use, and you can discard all your contamination cards from your hand and then scan all contamination cards from your deck and your discard pile. After that, shuffle your action card or your action deck and discard pile to create a new deck. You have no additional effect for the contamination cards. Basically, you just learn what your contamination cards are. You don't get to discard them or anything like that. I do need to look up it's been a while since I played this game solo, so I do need to look up how to get a solo objective. 2 cards instead of the regular one, and I choose one. So it plays pretty much like the same game. I just instead of discarding I won't need this either. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, and then the last of the decks, which are the attack cards for the Intruders. And my starting character. pieces. Event cards. This is usually how you lose the game in a solo game, because there's one card in here, Closes. It's got a funky name. I don't remember what it is, but if you have a larva inside of you, you die if you draw it. And that's the end of the game. So, and that's the one I usually end to, because kind of like most push your luck kind of games, I kind of refuse to deal with my issues. Okay, serious wounds, and last but certainly not least, the lovely contamination cards. Okay, contamination cards. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put these face up, because these actually don't need to be face down. I think they work better face up anyway. Okay. My objective cards. My starting cards. Starting item. Go ahead and get the cubes out, and then we'll be ready to roll. Get this party started. Again, I apologize for the glare and really wish there was something I could do about it, but I'm just going to have to oh, I forgot to put the starting nest eggs. I think there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're ready to start. Okay. Yes, we are ready to start. Okay, so quick rundown for those of you who have never played Nemesis. Yeah, make it comfortable. So Nemesis is a space horror game. It is similar to, but legally distinct from, a certain franchise of movies by a certain director named Ridley Scott. It is a very, very cool game. It is a sort of cooperative game. A lot of people kind of throw around the term semi-cooperative game. I don't particularly like that term, but everybody wins individually. Everybody has their own objectives that they're trying to achieve, which are cards that are hidden that everybody only knows about. The most common, but everybody's singular objective that everybody has is that they must survive and they must get to Earth, unless you have an objective card that changes that. Okay, and the best way to survive is to either, at a certain point in the game, get into the hibernatorium, which is basically cryo sleep, hyper sleep, or get onto an escape pod and and all the escape pods are programmed to go to Earth. And you also have to have achieved your individual objectives, whatever they may be. At some point during the game, aliens, or intruders as they're called in this game, will appear on this board. Now, during your particular turn, you're going to take 1 or 2 actions, and actions are done through these lovely cards that you have. And they're all paid for by discarding cards. They all have a cost on them listed on the card, or there's some basic actions that you have listed on a player board on the left-hand side, which are also paid for by discarding cards. And you can take up to 2 of these actions. every time you move into a room, you're going to hear noise. If you hear too much noise, then what's going to happen is these intruders are going to appear, and they're going to make your life fairly miserable. And like I said, this is not a let's play, learn how to play. So I'm not going to go too much in depth. It'll become more apparent as I go through the game. So I'm going to start. I start in the cryosleep. The story behind it is the ship has dropped out of hyperspace. We have woken up. We're all disorientated. That's why we don't know what the rooms are in our own ship. The ship's name is Nemesis, the namesake of the game. And we find one of our crewmates is dead, and they have had an alien infestation that has bursted out of their chest. And it is up to us to discover what is going on. So, I am the pilot of the ship, not the captain. The captain is a separate role. I am the pilot. So for my first action, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a basic action, which will cost me 1 card. So I'm going to discard 1 card, and I'm going to pick up this body. Oops. Well, crap. Excuse me while I go pick that up. So, I am now carrying the body of my dead crewmate. And what that'll do for me is, if I can find the right room, I can discard this body and learn one of the intruder's weaknesses, one of the alien's weaknesses. Okay. And for my second action, I'm going to discard another card to move. I use this rest card. And I'm going to move into this room right here. Now, whenever you move into another room, a room consists of 2 different components. There's an exploration token on top of it, which are these question marks, and then there's the room tile itself. So the first thing you do is you flip over the exploration token, which has 2 different proponents to it. It has a number on top of it and then an effect on it. Okay. The number on top of it tells you how many items are in it. So this particular room has 3 items in it. And then the secondary effect, well, there's a bunch of different ones. This particular room has a little splash of green slime. This means that I get slimed, which is a negative status effect, which I'll mark on my character board. Then we flip over to the room tile to tell us which room this is. Okay, and around the room, there's these little gray boxes that have numbers in them. This is to indicate how many items are in this room. You match that number with the number on the exploration tile to a little arrow on the board where the room was. So every time you do search the room, you can tick that down to indicate how many times you can search the room left. So this one has 3 items in it, 3 searches basically, and then you discard this token. Now, every time you go into a room, you also make a noise roll using this 10-sided dice. Now, there are 6 different results on this dice. There's the numbers 1 to 4, and then there's an X, and then slash marks. Okay. Now, the numbers indicate which corridor you hear noise down. If you roll an X, that means you hear nothing. If you roll the slashes, that means you hear noise down every corridor that doesn't already have noise marker in it. If all the corridors already have noise markers, then you don't have to worry about it. If you roll a number that already has a noise marker in it, then you have to spawn an alien. Glare, but the 2 here corresponds to a light. Now, on this particular side of the board, there's 2 lights. There's a blue light and a red light. Now, these are called technical corridors in the game, but what the technical corridors are is the ventilation system of the ship. And it's like a universal movement system for the aliens. And they are all interconnecting with each other. So I'm going to make my noise roll slashes. That's a beautiful way to start. So I'll put a noise marker in the blue 2, which is here, the technical corridor here. So that means all the blue there's noise in it. So if I move to another room and I roll a noise marker that corresponds with the blue vent, that will spawn an alien. Corridor 3, corridor 1, and corridor 4. This is the laboratory room. All the rooms in this game have their own corresponding action. Now, the laboratory, for instance, is the room that you use to find intruder weaknesses. So that was pretty fortunate because I'll be able to use my comrade's corpse to next turn discover an intruder weakness right away, which is actually very cool. Now, I didn't go over what my objectives are. I didn't even look at them. So, what do I got here? Emergency post-mortem. Place the blue character corpse object in the surgery room. I have that, but this is the laboratory. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, my other one has 2 objectives on it that I can choose from if I choose that particular card when the time comes. I can send the signal, and the nest must have been destroyed, or I can send the signal and the ship must be destroyed. Okay, so how do I destroy the ship, you might ask? There is a level 1 room, okay, and all level 1 rooms are always out. So there's always a chance that this room, there's no chance that this room won't be out. It's the generator room. You can start the self-destruct sequence, and that means that the ship will be destroyed. Same thing with the nest. The nest will always be there. So I might, when that time comes, because once the first alien spawns, you have to choose between one of these cards. So now we move on to the next turn. Okay. I think I'm going to use the action on this card, which doesn't require me to discard any cards. It's a 0 cost action to search. So what that'll mean is I turn the search thing down to another 1. So now there's 2 searches left. And it's a green room. So that means I'll go to the green deck here. It's a medical. And I'll draw 2 cards. And I'll keep one of these items. I'm going to take the alcohol. The alcohol will let me get rid of contamination cards. That's particularly useful. In a 1-player game, that's very useful. Yeah, that's super useful. Get one of those out for reference. Okay, and then I think I'm going to I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass at this point. Now, when you pass, you start going down the rest of the phases of the turn. Okay, so every round is divvied up into 9 phases. Okay, the first phase is you draw up to 5 action cards, and then the second phase is you move first player token, which is this kitty cat thing. We don't have to worry about that because I'm the only player. And then number 3 is you perform actions. We just did that. And then 4 is you repeat step 3 until everybody is passed. So we just did that. Now we go to the event phase, which is kind of a cleanup. And then the aliens will take their actions. So the first thing we do is remove the time track, which is this one right here. Now, we get to this spot right here, this red, the ship was going to automatically jump back into hyperspace. If you are not inside a hyperspace chamber or in a escape pod on its way to Earth, by that point, you die because the G-forces are just too much for your character. Next, intruders would attack if there's any intruders, but there aren't any on the board, so we don't have to worry about it. Next, fire damage would happen to intruders if there was any intruders in footrooms with fire. And then next, we resolve an event card. What do we got? Now, event cards are broken up into 2 different spots. Up here at the top, intruders would move if there were any, and then the second part is the actual event itself. So remove from the board, lurking. Remove from the board all intruders which are not in a room with a character. Put their respective tokens into the intruder bag. You don't have to worry about any of that because we don't have any intruders out. So that's good. And then bag development. So this particular bag has intruder tokens in it. Tokens which correspond to the different types of intruders. Yeah, there are 5 different types of intruders. There are larvae, creepers, adults, breeders, and then the magnificent queen. Inside this bag is a variety of tokens corresponding to those. During bag development, I draw one of those tokens, and it's going to have a variety of effects, adding more tokens, causing the players to roll noise, or different other things. Also, whenever an alien spawns or intruder spawns, this bag is going to determine what kind of intruder spawns. So let's see, bag development. I draw a creeper, which means this comes out and a breeder token goes in. Lovely. The bag just got more dangerous. So now I start a new round. I draw up to 5 cards and we repeat the process. So now that I'm in the laboratory, I have to decide whether or not I want to take the character corpse to the surgery room, but I don't know where the surgery room is, and I'm not going to know. It's going to be difficult. You know what? I need to look something up. Oh boy. I hate doing this on streams and in my videos because it means that there's just a lot of nothing going on. Because for the most part, I know this game, but there's also just parts of it that just make me... What am I looking for? Laboratory. Okay, so analyze one object. This action may only be performed. Character corpse, intruder, carcass, or 1 egg. Oh, the object is not discarded, so I don't even have to get rid of the character corpse for doing this. I can just do it. That's all I needed to know. So I can still do that. I wanted to know if I could still do that particular objective. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do piloting. I'm going to use my piloting card, which doesn't require me to discard any cards. And if I am in a room with a working in the working cockpit, which is up here, I'm not in there, I'm going to use its secondary thing, a room with a computer, which this room does. It has a little computer icon here. You can't see it because of the glare, but it is there. I can use its room action without paying its cost, so I don't have to discard the 2 cards to use its action. So I'm going to use that to analyze this character corpse that I'm carrying around. And that's going to give me one of the intruder's weaknesses. Susceptibility to phosphates. Each intruder affected by the fire extinguisher or fire control system retreats, suffers 1 energy. Cool. So I can use like the fire control system when I find it, or fire extinguisher, to do damage to the aliens or intruders. All right. And with that being said, I'm going to use my interruption card, which is not a particularly useful card in a solo play because it's normally used to interrupt actions of other players, but since I'm the only one, it's basically just a get out of jail free card to just discard for other actions. I'm going to use it to move. And I'm going to move up to here, to this room right here. So let's see what we got here. Oh, this room's got 1 item, but it's got the door icon, which means a door shuts behind me. So now this corridor is shut behind me. I can't move through it unless I get an item or something that lets me open doors. But it's got 1 search, and it's the canteen. So what does the canteen room do for me? That's a good question. Canteen lets me heal 1 light wound. That's pretty good. And it's not great, but it's not horrible. Once I start suffering wounds, I'll probably change my tune. But so I hear noise down 1, of course. So there's already a noise token in 1. So I'll discard this, and we're going to have our first friend spawn. This is why this game is deadly, because this is... Now, in our game last night, which I admit I forgot to do something during setup, which made it a little easier than it should have been, but it's okay. So what happens? Got a larva. This little taily thing right here. You can barely see. Let's see if I can get it up there. That little taily thing, that's a larva. So this little bad boy right here. Okay. So this comes out. Okay, the first thing we need to do is we need to check to see if we're sneak attacked. So on the back of these tokens, there's a number. Okay, this one has the number 1. If you have equal to that or more cards in your hand than that, I have 3 cards, you are not sneak attacked, which is good for larvae because larvae are particularly suck ass when you get attacked by them, because those are the face huggers. If you're at all familiar with the Alien franchise, face huggers suck. And so I don't get sneak attacked. But now I have to choose my objective. Do I want to destroy the ship, or do I just want the easy one to just place the blue character corpse in the objective, in the surgery room? You know what? Let's make the game interesting. I probably won't succeed on it. I will definitely fail. This will be a game that I will not succeed at. But let's do cleanup crew. I can send the signal and destroy the nest, or I can send the signal and destroy the ship. Let's just make it a fun game. All right. Now, that was my first action, to move. No, it wasn't. That was my second action. My first action was to analyze the whatchamacallit, the corpse. Not like it matters, because it's just me, so there's no real turn order. So, what do I want to do next? I can't do any of these other things, because now I'm in combat, so the only thing I can really do is either try and melee this thing or shoot it. I've only got 2 ammo, though. But when you melee one of these aliens, you automatically draw a contamination card. Do I want to risk that? Infection, or just blast it. My shotgun only has 2 ammo. 2. Yeah, screw it. We'll shoot it. We'll shoot it. Discard 1 ammo, and we'll roll the combat dice. Now, the combat dice in this game they're interesting. When you're fighting a larva, it's not that bad, because just about anything on this dice hits them. There's 1 blank side that won't hit them, and everything else pretty much does. But there's these crosshairs results that hit everything. Okay, there's a double crosshairs and there's a single crosshairs. And then there's these typed sides. And I just hit the aliens that they're typed against. Of course, if you hit the adult, it'll also hit the creeper. But if you roll the creeper, you can only hit the creeper and a larva. If you roll the adult side, you'll hit the adult and the creeper and the larva. So it's not good. So let's see what happens. All right, roll the hit. So I deal damage. That's all you need to kill it. So I kill the larva. And we'll get rid of that. And that's that. And then I'm going to search again. It's another green room. And that's the only search that's in that room. So that's now at 0. Whoops, I drew too many green cards. That one goes there. I can get synthetic food or clothes to discard a slime marker. I'm going to use clothes because I have a slime marker and I should be getting rid of it. So what slime actually does is it turns your silence marker into a danger when you're moving around, because you're making noise. You're attracting all the attention to you. And then I'm going to pass because I only have 1 card left. And I don't want to make things too difficult for myself. So, time track. Intruders, no fire for the intruders, no event card. So what kind of badness do we have here? Malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number. So room 1, I believe that's actually the canteen. So there are 2 special markers in this game: fire markers and malfunction markers. There are 8 of each of these. If all 8 of these are out and I have to place another one, the ship blows up and everybody dies. And everybody loses. So that's another thing you gotta look out for. Makes this game even more deadly than it normally is. So that's 1 of 8. Plus, the malfunction markers, what they do is they make it so that any computer icons in those rooms don't work, and they also make it so that any actions for that room you can't use. So effectively, the canteen, which was the room where you could heal a light wound, you can't do that. Luckily, you could still search the rooms if they have any searches left. Okay. Intruder bag development. All right, let's see what fate befalls us. An adult. Okay, all players roll for noise. Luckily, we don't have any noise around us, but my slime marker makes rolling for noise not particularly great. 2. This corridor right here. And then the adult goes back into the bag. 1, 2. 3, 5. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I need to continue forward. I need to check the coordinates of the ship. So we're going to go here. Dang, another door. 2 items. And we found airlock control. Ooh, I don't remember what that does. Another door behind us, though. Okay, let's see. Noise, silence, but that's danger because I haven't gotten rid of my. So 3, and the blue corridor already has one. So let's see what the airlock control does. Airlock control. Start emergency decompression. Choose one other yellow room. All the rooms in the game have a color system. There's a color system for all the rooms. There's yellow rooms, green rooms, red rooms, and gray rooms. Yellow rooms are like technical rooms. Green rooms are like medical rooms, and then red rooms are more like militaristic rooms. They mostly correspond to the types of items that you can get when you search for them. So like red rooms will give you like military items, green rooms will give you medical supplies, and then yellow rooms will give you technical items. Gray rooms tend to be wild rooms you can draw from any one of the decks. So the airlock control lets us choose a yellow room. The corridors must not have any destroyed doors. You close a door in each corridor to that room. You place the depressurization token, which is this exclamation point, this big Metal Gear Solid-like exclamation point, to represent the active emergency depressurization. If any of the doors in the corridors connected to that room are open before the current player phase ends, remove that token.
If all doors in each corridor connected to that room are closed at the end of the current player phase, everything in that room dies immediately. Whew. That's really cool. That's a good way to get rid of things. If anything's bothering you. Okay. So, what can I do from here? So I can go. I need to move one more. And we're going to go to the cockpit. My old friend, the cockpit. There's no exploration in there, but we still need to roll for noise. And now I'm kind of boxed in. And for the cockpit, I need to, let's see. I think I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, I am. I'm going to pay the 2 card cost to check the coordinates. Now, this particular card right here lets me know where the ship is heading. Okay. Now, on this card, there's 4 different settings. There's Earth, Venus, Mars, and deep space. And they all correspond to a letter, A, B, C, and D. Now, currently, the ship is heading to wherever B is. Now, whatever B is on this card, that's where the ship is heading. So I'm currently going to see where the ship is heading. Cool. The ship is heading towards Earth. So we are good. And I'm going to pass. Do that. And then no intruders. Event card. What do we got? Short circuit. Place a malfunction marker on each explored yellow room with a computer. There are none. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck, including the discard pile. No problem. This ship is jacked up. You can tell we bought it like third hand because it's infested with some kind of alien life form. It's broken. You can't remember where anything is. It's just, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All right, bag development time. What do we got going here? Another larva. Larvas, when they're in bag development, turn into adults. New adult, new round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So, with that, I mean, the ship is set to go where I need it to go. If I want it to be going somewhere, if I'm deciding not to destroy it. But 2 of the engines need to work, and I don't know if they are. There's 3 engines back here. I don't know if any of them are operational. So I need to get to the other side of the ship. Okay, let's get it moving. Let's see what happens when we go here. Dang it, we're already slimed, so luckily that doesn't. Oh, that's kind of cool. I found the room That'll unlock the escape pods. That means if I really need to get out of here quick, I can just hit that up. Fortunately, accumulating noise pretty quickly. In fact, what I should do, I should unlock an escape pod. No, I shouldn't. Not yet. What I should do is I'm going to discard to use my clothes. I'm going to get rid of this slime token because that's being annoying. Okay. Now I'm going to search this particular room, and I'm going to search red because it's a gray room, so I can search whatever I want. And I drew the same thing, so might as well. It doesn't matter what I choose. Got a recon drone. You can use it to check one unexplored room tile and look at its exploration token. That'll help me find the nest or maybe even the signal room. Then I'll use my other search card. Actually, I'll search again. And we'll search the same one. Found a smoke grenade or an energy charge. The energy charge will let me get my orbital maneuvering system. I don't even know what that does. I didn't even get to use it last time I played this character. Oh, that's not good. It's good in a multiplayer game. It's not good in a solo game. It'll let me make everybody pass, and then it'll let me skip intruder attacks. It's good for multiplayers if I'm trying to help everybody out or whatever. Doesn't help me now. So, but the energy charge will let me recharge my weapon. So I'm going to take that because that might come in useful. Especially since my stupid shotgun only has 2 stupid little ammo. And then, I don't know if I want it. Yeah, I'm taking a risk, going to only 0 cards. Something spawns on me, I'm going to be totally hosed, but I'm going to move into this room. Fire. Damn it. Should have stayed where I was. Oh well. Monitoring room. That's actually a really cool one. So let me check other tiles. So there's our first fire token. Unfortunately, what it does, since it's on fire, I'll take a point of damage. All right, let's check the noise. 4. Okay, cool. I didn't spawn anything, so that's good. But I do take a light wound because that's where I ended my turn. I don't have anything to get rid of fire. Not at this moment, anyway. This is not turning out very well just yet. Dookie. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, regeneration. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. Bag development. What are we drawing out? What are we drawing out? What are we drawing out? An adult. 1. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. Can live with that for now. All right. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this stupid room. No, I'm not. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this room. Using my piloting card, I'm going to check one room, an exploration token. I'm going to check this room. Comms room. Cool. Found the signal room. Signal room. Right there. Cool. Now I'm going to move. And I will use... Damn, I could use that one to do the same thing. But I'll take another point of damage. I can risk it. I'll do that. Do that again. Surgery. Okay. What's here? Another fire. Oof, God. Okay. All right. I'll take another point of damage. And then I'm going to move. Boom. That's one action. Come here. This is one. This is every time you end a 2-action round, you take a point of damage. If you end your turn inside of a room with fire, and that's basically what's happening. So this is a 1 action. This is a turn. So, damn it. I just spawned something. Probably going to be an adult because the bag has been developing. Nope, it's a creeper. No, it's a breeder. Right? Yeah, breeder. Just this bad boy. Look at this thing. Yeah, look at this. I have some fun with this thing. Okay, so I have 2 cards in my hand, which means I'm probably going to get sneak attacked. Yes, I am. Lovely 3 beats my 2. And let's see how it attacks me. Intruder attack. Definitely gets me with a bite. The character has 2 serious wounds, they die. I do not. If not, they suffer 1 serious wound. Okay, so these serious wound cards right here, on the opposite side of them, they have very serious wounds on them. Now, these wounds have lasting effects. They usually have something like your hand is broken, your leg has been maimed, or something like that. And it's like you can carry less items. You have to spend an extra card to move, and all kinds of baloney. So let's see what happens with me. Body. I draw up to 4 action cards instead of 5. Lovely. Okie dokie. Okay. Crap. Now the game has gotten serious. So you die if you have 2 serious wounds, and then you suffer any other wound after that, I believe. 2 serious wounds, and then any wound after that. 2 serious wounds, and then any wound after that. 3 serious wounds, and then suffer any additional wound. You are instantly killed. Okay. Shoot. The only thing I can do at this point, I can't do any of that stuff. And I can't stay. If I stay, I'll suffer damage, and I'll get another serious wound. Because how the wound system in this game works is it's a progressive wound system. So you have a spot for a light wound, and then another light wound, and then a serious wound. So it moves down. So when you suffer one light wound, and then another light wound, and then if you suffer any other wound, it turns into a serious wound. Unless it's automatic serious wounds, like I just suffered from the attack. So I'm at 2 serious wounds because I risked it with the fire, which I probably shouldn't have done, but it was a gamble. And since that was my first action moving in of this particular turn, if I stay and fight, that'll be the end of my turn. And because I'm in a room with fire, I'll suffer another wound. And because I'm at 2 light wounds, I'll suffer another serious wound, which puts me a lot closer to death than I want to be. However, if I try to move out, the intruder, this breeder, is going to get an automatic attack on me. An attack of opportunity if you're D&D literate. But I'm going to have to risk that. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to move out. It's going to get another attack on me. And it's the same damn card. Damn. So I got the serious wound anyway. What did he do to me this time? Arm. The character has only 1 hand slot for heavy. Damn it. Okay. That's okay. I didn't need that thing anyway. All right. Silent. One. Luckily, I don't have to roll for that. That was 2 actions. And I'm done. Pass. Okay, so time track. Intruder attack. There's no attacking fire damage. He does suffer 1 damage for being in a room with fire. Take that. Oh. An event card. Okay. Okay. I do need to double check on how these things move, though. Usually, I'm already in the room about how these things move, and so they just attack me, and it's over, and I don't have to worry about it. But because I'm trying to play it a little smarter this time, yeah, okay. All right, so he's going to move down corridor 3, so he moves into the hyper sleep room. Hatching. Discard 1 egg from the intruder board. Any characters in the nest room whose players have no action cards left nobody's in the nest. So if no character was infested, put a larva token in the intruder bag. Goody. Yeah, things are starting to pick up. Goody. Okay, that was the event card. Now we go to the actual bag development. That larva that we just put in there could just turn into an adult right away. Nope, the queen, which actually just puts an egg back into the nest. That sucks. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm not doing too well. Oops, can't do that. Okay, so I need to send the signal. That's something that needs to happen. But I need to get to the engines too. I might want to just destroy the ship. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this card. I'm going to use this card to use my recon drone. I'm going to check. Oh, damn it. I think I already checked this one. I don't remember what it was. I'm going to check this one. Emergency room. That's a good room. I can go there. Okay. So that was one action. The recon drone is gone. And then I'm going to go there. That's broken. Malfunction token. That's okay. Two. Okay. 2 for the noise. Hear the noise down this corridor. No problem. Okay. I'm going to discard both of these because I'm going to use repairs, which requires me to discard a card to discard this malfunction token. And then I'm going to pass. So put this up. And then Intruder's not attacking because there's nobody for him to attack. He's not in a room of fire. Event card. Breeder moves down 2. Where is 2? 2. Okay, so he's going there. I think that makes him disappear. I'll double check that. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number, which is actually here. The ship is falling apart. Then shuffle this card back into the event deck. That's baloney. It's like a computer virus. It just keeps spreading. No, I guess they just go. It doesn't say anything about a unexplored room. Intruder movement. All intruders sharing The intruder soon on the event card. Move to a neighboring room through a corridor matching the number on the event card. If the number indicates technical corridor, remove the intruder from the board. If the number indicates a hallway with a door, the intruder does not move, it just destroys the door. That's all. So he's just chilling in whatever that room is. Okay, bag development. Adult. 3. Okay. I hear scary noises down corridor 3. No! Okay. 1, 2. 3, 4. All right. Okay. What are we doing? I want to get rid of my serious wounds because they suck. Serious wounds blow. So I want to have both now. Okay, so I have a couple options here. 2 cards will let me dress a serious wound, get rid of a serious wound, or get rid of all my light wounds. So when you dress a serious wound, you flip it face down. So it's still a serious wound, it's just whatever effect is on it, it's no longer affecting you. And if you get rid of a serious wound, then you can discard it. You have to dress it before you get rid of it. And that's how that works. So spend a couple turns dealing with that nonsense. I don't know if I want to, though. I mean, I kind of have to. So, yeah. 1. I'm going to need that. I need to do that. We'll dress this one, which will let me get an extra card because I need extra cards. Address that serious wound. And then I'm going to use this knowledge of the ship card to actually look at this. Oh, there's the nest. Cool. I'm good with that because I have to go there and deal with that. Did I send the signal? Or did I forget to do that? Did I just move out of there? I don't remember. Shit. Came in. Did I send the signal? Da, 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 da. I don't even remember. Oh boy. And I'm going to search this room. Can't even remember. That'll work. Med kit. Let me dress and get rid of a serious wound. That's cool. Can't remember. Went in. No, I don't think I did. I think I totally blew by it. I was so worried about getting my wounds that I just spaced out on it. Stupid. Alright. That's it. Done. Okay. The Hibernatorium is up. If I can destroy the nest, because the nest is here and the comms room is here. If I can destroy the nest, I might be able to win this. I might. That's the key. Okay, creepers moving down 2, coming back into the hibernatoria. Life support failure. Place a malfunction marker in each explored room. Well, green room. Poop. Oh, that's already got one. Luckily, each room can only have one of those things. Okay, then this gets removed from the game. And the event cards get all shuffled back up together. Great. Can't believe I can't remember if I sent the comm. I really don't think I did, but that's upsetting. All right. Bag development. Let's see what kind of horrors befall us. Blank. Add an adult. All right. 2, 3, 4. Get 5 cards again. All right. Let's move to the nest. Nest is broken. That actually, I don't think it applies. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't apply. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't apply because that would be kind of dumb. I'd like to set this room on fire, but I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, I still have to check the engines too. Fuck. Yeah, malfunction can never be placed in a nest or a room covered, or in the room covered with slime. Yeah, so this is just a worthless token. Okay. And then I need to know how to attack them. Destroy an egg. I do need to roll a noise check. 2. Damn. Well, let's have this and this. Get pulled off. Let's see what friend we can have inside the nest with us. This is going to be a blank. Blank. Oh, yes. Nothing. Love it. Don't draw anybody. That's the best. For now. Because, unfortunately, it just does that. now. I'm going to have to make a noise roll after I destroy an egg. Screw it. Let's do it. Actually, no, let's not. Let's do this. We will use computer skills to use our med kit to heal this serious wound. Then we will destroy an egg. All I have to do is I think all I have to do is just roll any kind of hit. Yeah. Yeah, each injury of any type destroys one egg. So I destroy one egg, and then I have to make a noise roll. So that's silence. And should I do it again? I mean, I'm going to have to at some point. I don't have very many turns left either, so I can't spend a lot of time screwing around with it. So let's do it again. And miss. 3. Well, that brings in a friend. Let's see what we got. As long as it's not the queen. No, it's an adult. I can deal with an adult, I think. Maybe. Yeah, he's going to surprise attack me, but that's all right. I mean, maybe. Slime. Damn. Contamination card. And slime. Okay. I mean, that's not the worst thing that could happen. I didn't take any damage. And that's it. We'll pass. Okay. And now he attacks me for realsies this time. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's not on the attack card. Love it. Okay. And we're going to go to the event card. It's not going to move because he doesn't want to. Put a malfunction marker in each room with an adult, intruder, breeder, or queen. Okay. Yeah, things are starting to pick up. contamination cards. Three, 4, 5. Oops. Yeah, 5. Okay. Okay, so I'm in combat. I'm going to shoot this alien. Try to, anyway. So, ammo. Alright, I deal 1 damage to it. Then I'm going to reload using energy charge. Oh, every time you deal 1. Oh, I should have checked its health. 5. Yeah, right. So it actually takes 2. Each time you deal at least 1 energy, deal 1 additional injury. I forgot about that. Special effects. Always check your special effects. Okay. Then actually, I'm not going to use that one for this. I'm going to use that one for this. And then I'm going to use this one to fire again. And miss. And then use this one to fire again. Deal 2 to it again. And it's dead. Kill the alien. Kidoki. And I'll use my last card to kick an alien again. Because I gotta do that. Gotta make a noise roll for that. 3. Okay, pass. I might not be able to get off this ship in time. There's just too much to do. Okay, event. Going down, space number 1. It's coming up here. Coolant leak. If there is a malfunction marker in the generator room, start the self-destruction marker. There is not. Remove this event from the game, and we shuffle the events. Okay. Okay. All right. Trying my hardest to get through this, but it's proving to be cumbersome. There's just so much to do. I'm going to do rest, which is my scan all contamination cards in my maybe. This is a. I don't have the surgery. Oh, this is. I'm going to use this to use alcohol. So what alcohol does is it lets me scan and remove one contamination card from my hand. If it was infected, I take another one. It is not infected. Okay, cool. All right, next we're going to kick in another alien egg. Noise roll for that. Oh, crap. That makes it. Damn it. Ah. Can't do this. Screw it. Another alien egg. Oh, I can't. Okay. Another alien buddy comes to join me in my quest to destroy the eggs. They don't like what I'm doing in here. I mean, not that I can blame them. It's a larva. I have one card, so I don't get surprise attack. I like that. I don't have any ammunition, though. But I do have to kill it. Because if I don't, it's going to automatically, during the attack phase, it's going to automatically jump into my chest and murder me. The intruder attack is performed by a larva. Do not draw any intruder attack cards. Apply the following instead. Remove the larva from the board. Then, if the character being attacked doesn't have a larva on their character board, place one there and get a contamination card. God, it sucks. So, I have to, just have to attack it, like melee it. So I'm meleeing this thing. Okay. If your target is a larva or creeper, deal 1 injury to your target. So I get a contamination card. Though I just got rid of it, but I kill the larva. Okay, and I got no cards left, so. And I've only got 1 egg left, so that's kind of a benefit. Two, this thing just keeps going back and forth. Hunt. Move every adult intruder not in combat to a neighboring room with a character if possible. If there are several rooms to choose from, move the adult intruder to the room with the lowest room number. There's no adults out, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, bag development. What do we got? What do we got? The queen. Damn it. Okay. So now that I'm in the nest, pulling the queen is very bad. If there are any characters in the nest room, the queen comes out. And resolve an encounter. And I don't have any cards, so she's attacking me. Damn it. Okay, let's see what she does. Scratch. Character suffers 1 light wound, which results in a serious wound for me. Body. I just got rid of that. Did I just put this back on? Nope. It's just the same card. I was going to say, did I just set that back on top? That's dumb. And gets another contamination card. Okay, so there's no way that I can defeat the queen. I don't have the ammunition for it. I can't punch her to death. Because she draws 2 cards to determine her health. So my best bet is to just get rid of the eggs. Oh boy. Oh, God. You know, this thing doesn't say whether or not destroying an egg. If I can destroy eggs with a thing, with a character, with a, I'm pretty sure I can, but I mean, I don't see why not, but oh no, you cannot perform a room action. Well, that's not a room action, is it? See, it's not very clear. See, this is, it's not, it's a combat action. They're rolling it like a combat action. And as a shoot or melee attack action. So I would say it's a combat action. So I would would say, yeah. Okay, where was I? I see my brain. I kind of lost where I was. I drew the queen. She came in. She attacked me. Started a new round. My best bet is to just destroy the last egg, thus destroying the nest, and then trying to get the hell out. I've only got 4 rounds left. I still have to get over, send the signal, and then I have to get into the hibernatorium. And just pray that the engines are set to work. That's pretty much it. Because there's no way I can get to the... Yeah, this is baloney. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. All right, let's throw out an interruption. Destroy that last egg. Last egg, gone. Nest, destroyed. I'm going to make a destroyed nest token. I still have to roll noise, so let's go ahead and do that. And then, we're going to use my search to move. We're getting the hell away from the queen. She's going to try to attack me, and she's going to. The character has 2 serious wounds. They die. Game over. The queen has bit my head off. That's the end right there. She took her retribution on me for destroying the nest. Well, it was an earnest attempt. I don't know what else I could have done. I think I did send the signal. So I think that's why I took this token out and set it on my board. Oh no, I just moved it because that's where the wounds were. The queen did bite my head off though. So it's too bad. Okay, so that was that. Just for fun, let's see if I was infected. Nope. Yes, I was. This card right here, and infected. So even if I did get to the hibernatorium and got in, let's go through the end of the game stuff. So I would have gone there, then I would have gone here, got the thing. That would have been 2 in there. I could have made it to the hibernatorium. Okay, so we might. Then we would have checked the engines. Engines were fine. Coordinates were fine. We were going to Earth. Contamination, I was infected. So what would have happened was, these were my contamination cards, these 2 right here. If at least 1 infected card or larva on their thing, the player shuffles all their cards. Create a new action deck. Shuffle all of them together. Okay, so we do that. And we draw the top 4. I would have survived that. then I would have had my objective. So I actually would have survived had the queen not bit my head off. I could have survived had the queen not bit my head off. Could have survived. But unfortunately, it just wasn't to be. Well, with that being said, I'd like to thank you for joining me in a very late night playthrough of Nemesis. My pilot was unable to survive the task of getting through the alien infestation of the ship Nemesis. And she fell victim to the queen. Let's find out where surgery was. How much easier would that have been? There's the generator. Could have destroyed the ship. No, I know what that is. There's the armory. Oh, surgery was right there. I did that unintentionally. I did that objective unintentionally. I dropped it there when the stupid alien broke my arm. That's actually kind of ironic. And with that, I'm going to log off here, and I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's 2 o'clock here in California. And yeah, I hope you had a good Halloween night. And I hope you enjoyed watching me play this. I know it can be kind of dull, but I enjoy playing it. It's a good solo game. If you don't have it in your collection, I recommend getting it. It's even better with multiple players because it's not co-op, but there are things that you need to do cooperatively in order to get things done, because checking the engines and getting everything squared away is essential. So good night, good folks. Have a good night and sleep well.